Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Bucs game preview. My name's Ben Cornett here. I'm on the Ben Zone, also on YouTube at Ben Cornett. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the Bucs Seahawks game coming up Sunday in Germany. It is technically a Bucs home game, so we're going to discuss that. We're going to discuss, the keys of the game, who we think is going to win this game. Also going to talk about some other games, like an upset of the week, also do a lock of the week. And tonight, I got some guests with me, not just one, but two. Let me bring the first guy in. The guy, here he is, Mr. Alex Schomber. How you doing, buddy?
Doing good, Ben. How are you?
Good. And a surprise guest. He is Mr. Johnny Dean, the professor. He is on NFL Edition, my co-host, Bucs Report. How you doing, Johnny?
All right, how you doing, bud?
Good, good. So let's get started. We're going to talk about the Bucs and Seahawks. Now, this game is in Germany. It's considered a home game for the Bucs. So the NFC teams this year usually get 9 home games because of the odd schedule, 8 road games, 9 home games. But even though this is a home game technically for the Bucs, it's still not in Tampa. So, first of all, let's get your thoughts. What do you think of playing in Europe, guys? I'll start with you, Alec. Do you like the games overseas or?
I mean, I like it, like from the standpoint of like having other countries like get to see the game of NFL, and I guess like the people don't realize that other countries they actually have a big fan base of different teams in different countries. So, but I actually like it.
Okay, Johnny, how about you?
What was the question?
Do you like the do you like the games being played in Europe overseas?
I oh, I'm split on that, man. I like the fact that we're gaining a fan base. Um, a million people in like the first 5 minutes of the tickets being on sale. We're trying to get tickets to the thing over there. So evidently there is a desire for NFL football over there. We got a bunch of their players over here, so
Okay.
I just don't see how it logistically will work out as a full time thing unless they put like the NFL World back over there and then have it where we compete against them at the end of the year. Our Super Bowl winner plays their Super Bowl winner, and then we have a world winner or whatever the hell.
Yeah, you would have like an ultimate Super Bowl, I guess you would say, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, there you go. For me, I will say that for the fans, I think it's great. They get an opportunity to experience a NFL game live in their country, and it's unique. It's different. Fans are finally going to, they just seen it on TV, but they can now go to a game each year, which is very unique. Now they've had them mainly in England. They're going to have one in Mexico too this year. I believe it's in a couple weeks or next week, the Niners and Cardinals. But as far as from a fan experience, I think it's great. But as far as like, if you're a player or team, um, I don't know what I would. It'd be tough, because you're going to be in a different environment. You're in a different country, so and the travel, it's very unique, and I don't know. I don't know if it's an advantage or a disadvantage for players. I guess it just depends on the person, but just is my opinion on it.
I got a little stat for you on this.
Okay.
The Seahawks are 3-0 overseas.
Yeah.
The Bucs are 0-3 overseas. Brady is 3-0 overseas and needs one more to have a win in each continent that they played in.
Nice. Nice. That's 4 wins.
Yeah.
If that happens Sunday. So
I mean, the
yeah.
thing I like about it is like for us, we actually get the bye week next week, so it doesn't really mess up
I'm
too
glad,
much.
yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Alec, because here's the strange part. Some teams this year, I believe it was
The Giants
like the Giants, or they had to play the next week.
and the Jaguars.
Yeah, they had to play the next week. But I mean, from Florida to England, it's not as far, but still, it used to be like you'd have the automatic bye week after.
There's only a
Yeah.
half-hour difference in the airtime travel.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. I guess it's not so bad, but I just thought
It's
that
a
was
strange. I think it's like another strange stat. Is like everybody that's played overseas when they play next week,
yeah.
they just play off sluggish. Because like the Raiders, when they no, actually, it wasn't the Raiders. It was the. Did the Raiders play overseas? It was
Oh
the
yeah.
Broncos.
Well,
I
Broncos
think
did
it was,
this year. Yeah, they beat Jacksonville earlier in the year.
I guess that didn't work this year because Jaguars definitely beat the fuck out of the Raiders. Never mind then. That stat is a myth. That stat is a myth.
I don't even know what stat you were trying to come out with, man.
No, because they said that usually like whenever a team plays overseas, the next week they play sluggish, and they're which is kind of like I guess expected from playing overseas, and then you have to adjust back to the time zone, get back into a routine. But since the Jaguars won last week, I was like, never mind. I guess that's just a
I'm
myth.
excited. Honestly, I'm excited about this because I do have the Bucs losing this game in my picks, but I've been excited for this game because I think after the bye week we might get to see Jensen, like TJ Watt's coming back this week after their bye week. You know what I mean? I think we might get to see Jensen this coming the game after this one.
Yeah,
and that I think that it's looking up for the Bucs right now.
yeah, I do too. I just because last week
just not this week.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is, we were able to come back and beat the Rams. Now, no matter how we did it,
right,
it's still a win. We got the win.
It's a W, yeah.
And,
a win's a win at the end of the day.
Yeah, and you got to build on that, and that's what I'm hoping we can do this week. Now, Antoine, we'll get into the game now. Real quick, let's.
We were just lucky that the Rams their defense can't catch the ball, because even Johnny called that. How many interceptions that almost could have happened?
What do you mean even Johnny caught that? I pay attention, man. I'm not always staring.
Well, no, I remember the chat. I remember the group chat. You're like another one. He's like another almost an interception.
Well,
there were three of them that were obvious interceptions that were dropped. I mean, in their hands that they dropped, they could have caught.
Yeah.
There's a couple others that could have been taken. So
yeah,
there were 5 opportunities I know of that they could have got interceptions there.
Same with
you can't do that with Seattle, man. Seattle's for real. They're playing good football, and Geno Smith is. Say what you will about him, he's the leading quarterback in the league right now.
Well, let's get into the game. Let's talk about it. I mean, I'll start with you, Alec. What is the key for the Bucs to get a win here against Seattle this week?
In my opinion, it's more so convert on first downs, don't force a 3 and out. When the defense is on the field, don't force a 3 and out, because that's what we're known to do. Because you don't get the defense a break to rest from the previous drive, from saving them from losing that drive. So as long as they can drive down the field, put up points, so the defense can get a breather, in my opinion, that's just what's been needed. In my opinion.
Okay, that's good. Johnny, what do you think? What are the keys for the Bucs to get this win against Seattle?
The offensive line to come together and quit opening holes. Play like they did in that 2-minute drill.
Okay. For me, I got to go with the running game once again, and that'll lead to what you're saying, Johnny. The offensive line needs to play better, but the running game's got to get going. I mean, it's got to show up now. Yes, the offensive line has to do their part, no doubt about it. They have to help out Fournette, but also, like I said last night on the NFL edition, the running backs have to help out the offensive line somewhat.
Fournette's getting his numbers, man. If you played fantasy football, you'd see that. I mean, he's getting 16, 17 points a week in fantasy football, he's limited as he is because he's carrying. It's not all just the carries; it's his short passing yards, which are considered runs, not in fantasy football, but for Brady, that's how he's always used running back in those short passing yards.
Receiving back.
But what I'm also saying though, I want to connect it to time of possession as well. You want to move the ball, keep the clock going, especially when you got a lead, and that's one thing.
Yeah, and you don't want to keep killing your defense with just turning the ball right back over to the other team.
I think
it just wears them out. That's why I'm saying they got to score points. At least stop doing the 3 and outs, because the 3 and outs defense to be like.
You got to control the lines to do that. That's bottom line, man. Bottom line in all football, and the first lesson in football, you have to control the line.
Right. Yep. And again, also what we need is a good start offensively. And I'm not just talking about field goals, touchdowns. Let's get a touchdown early on. 7-0 is a lot better than 3-0, because you're up only 3-0. Seattle can get a touchdown 7-3 all of a sudden, and then you got to play from behind. I just want this Bucs team to, as good as they are offensively, which they can be, have a lead early on, score in the end zone, especially in the red zone. Our opportunities have been wasted this year. I mean, we haven't scored a red zone touchdown in how many games now in the first half? I mean, it's been a while. Yeah.
Since what, Dallas? Who do we play after? Saints. I think Saints.
Yeah. So I mean,
and also they got to contain Kenneth Walker, because the Rams, they don't really have that solidified back. Kenneth Walker is no slouch. If you've seen for previous weeks, he puts up his yards, and he spends a good step up when Rashad Penny went out for injury.
Rookie of the year right there, man. Offensive rookie of the year. Kenneth Walker's right there for it, man.
Yeah. Breece Hall had it, but then the injury kind of basically.
Yeah. Well, I think Breece Hall would have got challenged anyway with Damian Harris and with Kenneth Walker coming in. I mean, Kenneth Walker didn't start at the beginning of the season.
Damian Pierce?
Huh?
Yeah.
You mean Damian Pierce?
Pierce, yeah. Not Patriots.
That's like my 3-team race for Rookie of the Year. And I started seeing Kenneth Walker actually play. And he stepped up the way he should have.
Kenneth Walker's a monster, dude. He's like King Henry Jr., dude.
Yeah, and I was going to tell you, this is one of the keys this weekend. We got to stop Kenneth Walker. I mean, the run defense has been really bad this year.
Well, we did pretty good with the Rams and the team before that. We kept them under 65 yards or 75 yards, something like that, which was good.
Yeah,
but then we're talking. I understand we're talking about a beat up Rams team that's never been really good running. They get Cam Akers. They can't run the ball.
But I'm also talking about the runs we have given up have been for more than 10 yards on a couple carries.
Yeah.
So
with Najee Harris.
Yeah, with Walker, he's a beast. He can get 4 of those 10+ yard runs. So
he's one of the reasons I picked. One of the reasons I picked the Seahawks this week.
Oh, absolutely. And then why don't we just go to that? The prediction. I'll start. I'll go Bucs. I think we can come back. We could start something good here with this momentum against the Rams, and we got the experience. This team's experience. Now Seattle, give them credit. Young teams, they play hard. Pete Carroll is the kind of coach that young players like to play for, so they're gonna play hard for him every time. But I just got a feeling we can pull this off. Maybe I might be wrong, but based off that the end of the game last week, beating the Rams, and we came back. Hopefully that momentum can carry over and our team can get confident. Now we got Antoine Winfield back, which helps. That's going to help our secondary. So he's our best tackle in the secondary. So that'll be key as well. So I'm going to go Bucs. I'll go 23-20. It's going to be a close game, but that's my pick. So Johnny, I think I know who you're going to go with, but tell us who you're going to.
I'm going Seattle, but I do think the Bucs have a good chance to win this one. So the keys to the game for me are the fact that 2 weeks ago, a week ago, I guess it's 2 weeks now, but 2 weeks ago, Tom Brady started working with the team like he normally does. He became more committed to him, like he That he was being Tom Brady. That's what Tom Brady is. That's what we always know him by. Commitment. Earlier in the season, he was not committed to the team, and you could tell by the offensive line and everything. Um, I saw little highlights in last week's game where it showed he was getting a pocket. He was having a little bit of time to pass the ball in certain phases. Nothing like it wasn't like the Panthers game. I think during the Panthers game, he said, "All right, screw this shit. We're gonna get this together." And he came out and said, "Okay, here we go."
Yeah, absolutely. So, Alec, what's your prediction?
I have it in a close one. Surprisingly, if things go well, I'd say it's 28-20 Seahawks.
Okay.
I have it as that. I can't really. It's gonna be close. Hopefully, crossing fingers to that. But that's just how I have it.
Okay.
Do you want a close game?
I mean, I would want one just for because you would want Brady with a close game, so you can actually somewhat feel confident. Because as much as some people bash him because they're just some new fans that are fan of the Bucs are not really used to losing games. I guess Patriots fans. I would want a close game so it has a more fair advantage. More so, it would kind of give a piece of breathing room for us to think we can come back instead of us being down by like 14 and be like, oh fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd like to see Brady just get the team all together in one little within a week and just say, okay, let's go do this and blow them out. That would be great. But yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
No, and especially if again, we cannot be in the same positions as we were against the Rams because Seattle will not.
No, they're not the Rams.
No, their defense. Pete Carroll will have that defense keep you from coming back.
Well, you know what? The Rams. I saw Scott say how the Rams shot themselves in the foot. Well, they didn't take advantage of the fact that the Bucs were shooting themselves in the foot from the first play of the game all the way through. And then at the last play of the game, they go back to a deep because they were so scared of Mike Evans and Scotty Miller. They go back, they play a deep zone, and then they let Scotty Miller, not in the last play, but the play just before the last.
Yeah,
they let Scotty Miller get open anyway. And you're playing coverage to keep Scotty Miller from getting deep, but then you give him the first down right there. So yeah,
they were too far back. He had everybody. Raheem Morris had, which surprised me. He had everybody too far back, giving them that much space.
And they should have known you're not going to. If your boy can't handle Mike Evans by himself, why are you putting him on single coverage zone? That was just. I mean, come on, man.
I was like happy because look at all that space. Tom Brady, it's like, he could do that blindfolded. I mean,
right.
Easy.
By the way, I thought it was funny when Fournette trucked Jalen Ramsey.
Oh yeah,
actually was fun.
Yeah, that was great. I liked it. Hey guys, and
Mike Evans is a tough motherfucker.
Yeah. People who are watching, give us your predictions. What do you guys think? So,
well, I know what Jason's is. I mean, not Jason. Sorry, Jason. Scott. I know what Scott's is.
Okay. Well, let's go to the comments because we got quite a bit tonight. Let's see. Yeah, there he is.
Hello, Jason.
Hello, Jason. Hi, Jason. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, I know that guy. 1, 2, 3. Who's that guy?
I don't remember
Scott
why.
Taylor, beware, I'm here. Oh, good. Thank you for joining us, Scott. Appreciate it.
Oh, way to go, Scott, just to prove me wrong.
Oh, Hammy Jammy's here. Look at that. I knew Jason wasn't alone. Daddy Johnny. Daddy. Scott Thaler, the Rams beat themselves. Yes.
I mean, I agree with that.
Just like
I don't, because the Bucs beat. I just got finished talking about that comment. The Bucs beat themselves from the kickoff to the final. Even in the last minute of the game, they almost blew it.
I mean, both teams they wanted to win it, but it's like it seemed like they didn't. It's like this came down to the end, and Brady said, "Fuck it, they don't want this game that bad enough."
The biggest
Thing
difference
is, like,
right now between the Rams and
they
the
got
Bucs,
used Ott and more.
no. The biggest difference is the locker room right now. We've already heard Jalen Ramsey. If Jalen Ramsey's coming out to the press, then there's a lot more going on in the locker room than just Jalen Ramsey's ire.
Yeah, he heard he called the whole offense.
Yeah, we don't even know
That's the
Stafford
difference right
playing
now
this
between the Bucs and the Rams is our team's still playing as a team and shit.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys
Christopher
heard this, but Odell is gonna go into the Cowboys, hopefully.
Oh, I know he ain't going back to the Rams. He took a look at that and said, "Oh no, I don't think so."
Yeah, he wants to go to a playoff team.
Yeah,
Like Green Bay will give him a shot, but they can go nowhere.
This is Christopher Cole says, "Hey guys, Chris, thanks for joining the show tonight, bud. How you doing?" All right, Jason Swift.
Oh Lord,
Taylor, all aboard, man.
break.
By the way, you left your underwear at my place. Oh man, Alec, come on, buddy.
I thought you were at Alex's place.
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
He's talking about Thursday night, man.
Calm down, Jason. Yeah. Where's my hunk, Alex? He is not here, but I'm sure he's watching. And when he saw you guys and like, ooh, shit, nope, turn that off. I want his jock strap. I bet you did. Scott Taylor says, I guess Christopher Cole and I are the only ones here.
No,
Yeah,
Scott,
there's
you're
a lot
just
more than that.
only one on Facebook right now.
I'm going
Who's
to
the Facebook user here, man? Is that Christopher?
That's Christopher Cole.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm reading. I got my iPad right here too, so I can read the comments on there. So, all right. Well, we'll get back to more comments in a minute, but I want to go with another game. Let's talk about some other games. Let's go with the upset of the week, guys. I'll start with Johnny. Who do you think's going to be an upset of the week for you?
Let me look at my paperwork here.
Okay.
I think there's a strong possibility that Washington can upset the Eagles. I think that. I guess I would have to pick that, but I didn't pick the Eagles to lose. I picked them to win. But if there's going to be an upset, I think that's going to be it right there.
Okay.
Maybe Vikings over Bills.
Yeah,
Those
we don't
would
know
be-
if Josh Allen's availability yet.
Right.
Okay. Cool. How about you, Alec? You got an upset of the week, perhaps?
I mean, it's not really upset. Like, the more I'm seeing of Josh Allen being hour to hour for the sake of their team, I feel like they're not going to start
you guys
him. So I
both
say
picked the upset already.
I have no. When we do that
When you picked the
yesterday,
Bucs.
No, I
when
picked
you
the Bucs. I think Alec picked
I picked the
Seattle.
Seahawks.
Oh, okay. Well, then I see what Ben's upset is because that will be an upset if they win.
Yeah, I mean,
I want to lean towards the Lions, but I think Vikings will be my upset of the week.
okay.
Because the Vikings really, if you look at the teams that Vikings really beat, I mean, it's not really much to brag about, even though it's a win at the end of the day. But them being Buffalo will be a more convincing win. But I don't know if it's really convincing if Josh Allen's not playing. I don't know. That's the only upset I really think of. Some people are thinking Jaguars are going to be the Chiefs, but
Hey, you know what though? Let me tell you something.
crazier
Right
things
now.
have happened.
Jaguars, they're not bad. You know, they got to
Yeah.
finish. That's the issue.
The Chiefs are out of their number one target with McCole Hardman out, but they still got so many weapons there.
They do, but I mean, defensively, they will give up some points. So,
oh yeah.
So Trevor Lawrence,
If Trevor Lawrence can throw a straight ball,
take care of the ball, they have a chance.
throw it to the right color uniform.
You know, Travis Etienne, you know, he's playing well so far this year. So.
That's the key there. They have to lean on Etienne.
Right. Yeah, you're saying that I'm going with the Bucs as an upset, and I can't believe that, you know, that can be an upset. Steelers here, guys. I think they're going to beat the Saints. It's for the Saints.
I don't think that's not an upset, dude. Everybody's picking the Steelers in that game.
Nah, a lot of the bettors are picking the Saints. Yeah, you know, but I like the Steelers in this game. You know, Andy Dalton struggling. You know, some of their defense is out, and also
TJ Watt's back.
And TJ Watt's back. That's like you said, Johnny. That's a big key. You know,
Very big key.
Yeah, it's going to take him a minute to get, maybe a few plays before he can.
They're
get to
7-1
the
with him as a starter, and haven't won a game without him as a starter. So
Right.
that's pretty significant.
So yeah, that's my upset. I'm going Steelers here. I know you might not think that's an upset, but for me that is. So I like the Steelers in this game.
Steelers coming off a bye, got TJ healthy. I can't see them losing. Not to the Saints.
Yeah,
especially if they have Andy Dalton.
What do the Saints have? They have no quarterback. Oh, maybe they're going to have Andy Dalton, or
it's not really. He's not
a tight end.
Right. Okay, well, we went with the upsets of the week. How about your lock for the week? I'll start out with Alec. What do you got as a lock
for the week? Is Giants over the Texans. I mean,
that's pretty good. Mine's the same as my upset of the week. Eagles at Washington. Eagles is a lock.
Okay. Mine's going to be Cowboys over the Packers.
I gave you the wrong one. Cowboys over Packers? Yeah, that's a good lock. That's a real good lock.
Yeah, because their defense is just playing great. Aaron Rodgers is struggling. Can't get together with his receivers. Aaron Jones is not really being used much because they're behind in every game.
So I'm going to make Chiefs over Jags my lock because I can't do that with Commanders. Commanders, I really believe they can upset the Eagles. So,
okay. I feel like Dallas, they had the bye week as well. They're going to be rested. Green Bay, they just don't have any answers right now. That locker room is really bad right now. Aaron Rodgers looks like he just wants to get through this season, and that's it.
I think Aaron Rodgers' team wants him out of there.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, we've been hearing a lot of stuff coming out of that locker room, man. A lot more than normal about Rodgers, not about the team. It's always been before about the team and the head office and stuff, but now that shit's turned back onto Rodgers now.
Well, and Matt LaFleur, I mean, I don't see him as a guy that's going to get in your face or he's going to talk. He's just kind of like, okay, well.
Well, this is also a revenge game, and you heard Rodgers come out today talking about, he's had time since Mike McCarthy's left, and he's reevaluated things, and blah 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 blah. Come on, man, quit kissing his ass now. You left, you kicked him out of there, dude.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but that's Aaron Rodgers for you. He just cannot. He's above the team, no matter what. He's puts himself above the team, and this is what happens. It's caught up with them. The drafting has been poor for them. They haven't drafted enough until this year they got a wide receiver, not in the first round, but the second round with Watson. They just haven't. The Packers, they haven't put enough around him, but at the same time, Rodgers also wanted more money. So
nobody called your team an upset. If the Colts beat the Raiders, is that not only just a huge upset, but you might see somebody get fired in Vegas really soon?
That wouldn't shock me. Like, again, the Raiders have blown 3 17-point leads. So if they're leading, there's no guarantee they're going to.
And Leonard's out for a season. He's out. He probably the rest of the season. He'll probably be gone next year, too. Shaq Leonard won't be there with the Colts no more after this year.
It's going to be a total house cleaning, Johnny. That's what it's going to be. I mean, maybe with the Raiders as well, because
if they lose to the Colts, if they lose to the Colts this right now with the whole everything going on in Indy, that's a death sign right there. That's just stamp them. They're gone.
Absolutely. I mean, and it's Josh McDaniel. What a dumbass. I picked him to win the division, and
I did too, dude. I was right there with you, man. I was right there with you on that.
But Josh,
who's even leading the division for the AFC South? I haven't really paid attention to it.
The what now?
It's Tennessee, right?
They got the lead in the South.
Tennessee.
Yeah, they're 5-4, I think.
Yeah,
I thought with Matt Ryan they would actually win a division, but
didn't Tennessee get that one tie?
No, it was
no,
Indy.
it was
It was Indy.
it was Colts, right?
Was it
Yeah,
Indy?
the
Okay.
Texans. Yeah, game first week of the season.
I knew it was AFC South. I just
think-
didn't know which ones it was.
I think it was Colts and yeah, it was Colts and Texans. They're the ones that tied.
Scott says the Bucs will win. All right.
He did that just because I said he was going to call Rams. He said that I was going. He said that's because I figured he was going to call it fucking Seattle.
Chris Cole says I haven't signed into StreamYard yet. That's okay. You're on now, bud.
Yeah, I see you now, Chris.
Scott Thaler, Ben, who is at your door? Well, it's not you.
Alec,
so
there's a spider on your
a
shoulder.
little disappointed. Scott, Alec, there's a spider on your shoulder. Yeah. How'd you know? Scott Thaler, Rams are 2.5-point favorites. Yeah, well, I'll tell you this. We might not even have Stafford or Kyler Murray play this weekend. That's going to be a weird game. That's going to be a weird game if those two.
The battle of the backups.
So the backup for the Rams is who is it? Does anybody know? Like,
It's actually going to come. It's honestly going to come down to D Hop and Cup. I think D Hop could win this round.
Okay.
But I mean, because the Rams got supposedly a really good backup there.
Yeah.
Supposedly, I don't know. I haven't really seen him.
Okay.
But
well, we may see him Sunday. So.
he's getting rave reviews out there, and I just don't know what's wrong with Arizona. I don't. I saw it a few weeks ago that there was fractures, and when Kyler was throwing his little baby fits and shit, and I was like, oh, this team's fractured, man.
Yeah,
and
and plus,
the only dependable person there right now is DeAndre Hopkins, man.
right. And Kingsbury, he's got to be gone at the end of the year. He's just not an NFL coach. I'm sorry. I just don't.
I don't think it matters who's coaching because I don't think Kyler Murray's an NFL quarterback.
Yeah, you could be right. But I mean, even if Kingsbury didn't have Murray, I just don't see him as somebody that's going to have success in the NFL. He barely had success in college at Texas Tech.
Right.
So,
Right now, if I was to choose between knowing both players and how they've performed and everything else, right? If I was going to choose between RG3 and Kyler Murray, I'd take RG3, man, all day long.
well,
And
I mean,
protect him better. I would definitely protect him better. And if he had
Yeah.
range, I'd only have him in designated runs. I wouldn't have him scrambling around all over the friggin' place like he was. That's how he got hurt. That's how Haloti Nada got him. RG3.
Wolfman and Perkins. Okay. All right, man. Is there any other games you guys are excited for this week?
I'm kind of excited for that 49ers Chargers game, man. I think. All right, the Chargers have won 5 in a row on the 49ers, but I think that skid's with Christian McCaffrey there. I think that has made a big difference because you got McCaffrey and Debo now back there doing their thing, and they can both do everything. So that's going to make a huge difference in that team.
Absolutely. Alec, is there any other game you're excited to watch this week?
I mean, I'm more excited for the Vikings and Bills because of Dalvin Cook and his brother are both on the opposite teams. So it's kind of like, even though they're not going to play against each other, just kind of see that, sibling rivalry in a game.
Okay. Let's see. For me, I would say, wow. Just for entertainment purposes, Colts and Raiders.
Yeah.
I want to see how Jeff Saturday.
How that's a train wreck, and you got to stop and turn your head and look at the train wreck, right? Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Well, I'm in Vegas, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I want to see this game. Could be a disaster. I mean, for either one of these teams.
I'm with Scott Thaler. I want to see Jason versus Alec.
No.
We all. Oh, look at that. Well, speaking of, I'm excited for the rematch me and Alec will have.
No. No.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Why don't I get flirted like that, Alec? You get the hog all
you
day.
have
I
like-
got to feel
yes,
Alec and
Cameos.
Jason are making money there, man.
Yeah, I know. Especially these times, man. We have inflation. Come on.
Yeah, got to do
Come
what you
on.
got to do, man.
I know. Yep. Oh man. So, what else do you guys want to talk about here?
What football games are you going to watch tomorrow?
Oh, here we go. Yes.
Texas and TCU.
Okay. I'm
I'm not a horny frog guy.
well, at your age, yeah. I'm sorry. No. Anyway,
There's some teams I just can't get behind. Texas, I've never gotten behind Texas. I like oh my God, I wish I could watch Oregon without going blind. I really do.
Oh, you
But
mean
I'd like to watch an Oregon team that's a good. Oh, come on, put that shit down.
Oh, come on. He's proud. He's an Oregon proud guy, and he should be. They could be in the college football playoff.
They just wear them jerseys to keep from getting run over at night because they don't know how to stay off the side. Stay on the sidewalk, walk down the street.
I don't want us in the college playoffs. I just want us at New Year's 6.
You know what? You say that every time, and I know why.
No, because you
I
got to
know
think of it.
why.
Why would I want to
me
watch my team get blown out by like 40
This
to
is
like
why.
Georgia
This is
or
why
Tennessee?
you are supposed to be a fan of a team, is to get into playoffs and stuff.
To watch them
You're
get railed
an
by 40?
anti-fan. You like dead. Look, this guy right here. This is Deadpool. Okay, that's you.
All right, it's Deadpool.
You're an anti-fan, dude. An anti-fan is somebody who
So you want me to watch
complains
a
when they're
repeat of the
losing,
national championship against Ohio
complains
State
when they're
we
losing,
got blown out?
and then complains more when they're winning.
I'd rather not have a repeat of Ohio State. I'd rather not have a repeat of that shit. That shit was
They could be the best team in football, and you'd be saying the same thing.
I know. See, I just want the New Year's 6. The New Year's 6 would be a blessing. That's all I want.
Come on.
I'd rather not have fucking
What's your
game.
dream? What's your dream? What's the record for you guys? What do you dream about their record being?
Like 11-1 and win the Pac-12.
That's enough answer for me. I got it.
That's one to win the Pac-12. That's just a blessing on its own.
Oh man!
But seeing how Georgia can manhandle teams,
superstars.
Yeah.
I rather not
Well, I want to see how Tennessee does this week. They're going to play Missouri. See how they bounce back from that loss at Georgia.
Where are they at now? Are they like 6? Oh, they're
number 5.
6, 5.
They're number 5. Yeah, TCU's 4. They moved in.
Oh yeah.
So Georgia's 1,
Frogs.
Ohio State's 2, Michigan's 3, TCU is 4, and they play Texas Saturday night.
Ben probably knows this, but I don't know if Alec does. But they're not. The horn toads are not frogs. They're not. They're a lizard, dude. They're a fucking lizard. All right. They spit blood out their eye.
Go Mizzou, Scott. All right. Hey, you know what? They hung in there with Georgia earlier in the year. They almost pulled it out. So
I think that's honestly the Steelers fans' favorite team right there, just because of the colors.
Yeah, black and gold.
Yeah. All right, my neighbor who don't even watch football has a Mizzou fucking jersey and shit, man. I'm like, what are you doing wearing that shit, man? I like the colors, man. It's exact words. So I was like, okay, I got you guys. Everything's all about black and gold, ain't it?
All right.
The funny thing is, Towson Tigers,
yeah,
their colors are black and gold, and they're in Baltimore.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Right.
I see the black and gold flags in Baltimore. I'm like, the first time I saw it, I was like, what the fuck? I thought you guys were enemies.
Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna see the schedule here. There's some other games. Let's see.
I think that UCF game's supposed to be pretty interesting this week.
Who are they playing?
I can't remember.
Oh, Tulane. They're playing Tulane. That's
okay. Yeah, it will be a good game.
Yeah. Because UCF's 22, Tulane's number 17 in the country right now. So That should be good. Alabama and Ole Miss. I want to see Saban get one more loss. I want to see Lane.
That would be nice if I could guarantee it. I don't want to watch that game unless it's guaranteed that Alabama loses. I hate to sit through that game and then Alabama wins at the end. I'm like, oh Jesus Christ! I can't get those 4 hours back.
I know Saban. He's good at making adjustments and stuff. So
Right.
after a loss, yeah. Nebraska and Michigan.
I'll probably watch that game. What is it going to be, a noon game?
It's going to be at 3:30 p.m. Eastern.
3:30?
3:30. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
ABC.
be checking that out then.
Okay. Let's see. Washington and Oregon. That's a rivalry right there, Alec.
It ain't much of a rivalry right now, though.
Usually our rivalry is between Utah and Oregon State.
Yeah, but Washington
It
and
used
Oregon.
to be Arizona because Arizona used to give us fits, and Arizona
Uh-huh.
State. Like Washington, like me personally, it's going to be a close game regardless. It's going to go down to the fourth quarter, but Bo Nix has been showing that he can run that offense. So
if there's a team
wouldn't
in
think it'd be a
football that I hate, in college football that I hate, it's Oregon. I'm sorry. You guys beat up on my alma mater too many times, dude.
Colorado, yeah.
Sorry.
Tough year, man. Tough year.
It's always been tough years, man. We had one good stretch there in the what was
Cordell
it?
Stewart, yeah, the
70s
Cordell
and
Stewart
shit.
era.
Yeah, Cordell Stewart era.
Rahan Shalom, yeah, that era. I remember that. Oh, I'll tell you. So Florida State, my team, we go to Syracuse tomorrow night. I'm looking at that as kind of a trap game, and I only say that because last week we killed Miami. We got bowl eligible. So now with a young
Pause
team,
just a second. Well, I got to go let the dog out.
all right. There's see John's house right there. Yeah. What's that, Brady? Right? Oh, he's got a Brady license plate. Nice. He shows his pride with that hat hanging up there next to his Bucs flag. Nice. Cool. Okay, well, it's me and you.
That'd be funny to zoom in and just and voila.
And he's flipping us off, telling us he's number one. Look at that. There you go. I like you. So how's Spirit doing? Oh shit.
Oh, he muted us.
Sorry. How's Spirit doing, Johnny?
She's doing great. She just had to piss.
Dude. This is her weather, man. Snow and
Dude,
snow.
you don't know what this weather was. We had some snow earlier today, right? Just little sprinklings of it. And now it's like almost 70 degrees and friggin' raining.
Oh man. Damn.
11:44 at night. God.
Oh man. Are there any other things you guys want to talk about here tonight? Anything that's interesting, football related, or?
Well, the college bowl games the college games are going to be great, and there's so many of them. You could talk about college all night long.
Yeah, I mean Texas TCU. That's.
Oh, why you keep bringing that one up, man? Ugh. Yeah, it's going to be an important game. Yeah.
And yeah, because it's a primetime game. It's gonna, you got number 4 versus number 18.
Interested in that Florida State game you're talking about, Syracuse.
It's gonna be a tough game, Johnny. Syracuse. It's in Syracuse.
I don't know. I honestly don't know what to make of Florida State yet. I really don't. I want to buy in. You know what I mean? But they're like they need a better quarterback.
Well, Travis isn't bad. I mean, he's for their offense that they're running, the RPO offense. It's suited for him. So
you take Talia out of not now because he's got his leg broke, but you take Talia out of Maryland and put him in Florida State, and you guys would be unstoppable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you got a good running game.
Yes.
You got.
I think you got the running back.
A little bit better than. Huh? I didn't hear that last part.
No, I said we got the running back from Oregon. Thank
Yeah.
you, Alec, by the way.
Your defense is fair to mid, a little bit better than Midland. I don't call them great yet. They're not the great defense you had a few years back, but
Yeah, no, of course, but we got a nice running game, Tolafi, Tayshawn Ward.
I actually think
You
your
know.
defense is better than the Jameis Winston defense.
Ooh, that's wow.
Yeah, I do, man. Because remember what Oregon did to them, man, up and down the field,
Yeah.
dude. It was just up and
Next
down.
year, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I remember. Well, I don't want to remember that, but yeah, I know what you're saying. But the year before that, when we won the national title, Jalen Ramsey was on that team. I mean, so we're getting there. But again, the teams we've beaten, we should beat Miami, the Louisvilles, the Boston College, teams like that. But it's the teams like Clemson. We're just not at that level yet. The Clemson, the Wake Forest.
How many of your starters are seniors?
We got a few from the transfer portal as well.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the transfer shit.
Yeah, so I can't name them right off the bat, but the guy I like is our wide receiver, Johnny Wilson, kind of a Mike Evans type as far as size.
I like seeing what you have. If like your sophomores are balling out, that means you got a good team building right there. So I could throw all in the next year. You know what I mean?
Well, that's a good thing. Johnny Wilson's a sophomore,
yeah.
So so he's going to be playing for at least another year, or he could enter the draft early. Who knows? We'll see what happens there. But yeah, I could see this as a trap game. Syracuse can win this game, and but we'll see. I mean, Florida State. Let's hope that big win and that bowl eligible win, they get over that and focus on this game, because Syracuse can beat you. They're a solid team, good defense. Their quarterback's pretty good. I know Notre Dame blew them out, but still.
It's a weird game I want to watch. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the Florida side of me. I want to see UCF play Tulane. Is that weird?
We started this off with that one, man.
I blacked out on that one. Like, I don't know. Like, it's
that's
more so like
a good game. That's
because the thing that pissed me off was, I'm not sure if you remember it. I think it was like back in 2018 when they went undefeated.
I don't remember what year it was. It didn't matter.
They went undefeated, but it's crazy how like Cincinnati, they went undefeated and they got to the college football playoffs, but Cincinnati went undefeated, and then they didn't get all they got was a New Year's Six bowl, but they didn't get the college football playoffs, which I wish they actually would have had that spot. In my opinion, then you see teams like Cincinnati go undefeated, and they'd be like, "Oh, they went undefeated in their conference, and they get a college football playoff spot."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I wish UCF had that same. It's just like, why do it for Cincinnati, but you didn't do it for UCF? Even though, stop your eye rolling, major turnoff. I don't give a fuck. He
was nice about it. He said Hun.
Said Hun.
No, that's you call Ben Hun.
Jason Swade, are you from Baltimore? Oh no, you spelled Hun wrong. Baltimore is spelled H-O-N. No, it is spelled H-U-N. That's right. That's the Baltimore saying, the Hun. There's the Cafe Hun. It is H-O-N, Hun.
Okay.
It's as bad as the Yins thing here.
What's the Yin?
Yeah, Yins. How Yins doing?
How you doing? That sounds weird.
It's not Yin, it's Yins. Actually, I understand y'all, because it's you and all shortened up, right? But Yins, what the hell?
Yins.
Oh my god. We're just too close to West Virginia. That's all it is. Pittsburgh is too close to West Virginia. That's all it is, man.
Oh, there you go. West Virginia. Now, speaking of West Virginia, they play tomorrow. Let's see. West Virginia. Who are they playing? They might have
Don't
a
worry,
bye.
Johnny. I bought the khakis.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I bought them. I'm just gonna sell the fact I gotta fucking wear them.
You're gonna have to, dude. It's gonna happen. You and
Alex
Alex.
needs to chime up. I bet Alex hasn't got his yet.
Oh, I'm sure he did.
I want to see him all khaki shirt, khaki pants, khaki Michigan hat.
Oh man.
Jim Harbaugh's glasses on.
Oh, I'm not doing that. I'll go fucking blind. From your wet dreams, Johnny.
I mean, my wet dreams are pretty fucking weird, dude.
It all makes sense. Jeez. Oh man. Anything else, guys? Before we wrap this baby up.
Rap.
Hey, you should do rap, Johnny. Or no, we'll get copyright. I'm sorry. We can't do that. I wish we could. That'd be great. I'd send you like email you some lyrics off a rap song.
You can check your copyright stuff on your YouTube page because fuck Facebook. If you do it on YouTube, then whatever.
Oh well, thank you for that tip. We'll
check in your thing and just check through it. That's how Sean Spencer does that shit really well. He gets away with it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, dude. He is doing a great job. Man.
He is.
I'm gonna try and get him on the show. I gotta get him on the show one Friday night.
Shit,
if he's
I
not
want to hire him to make graphics for my show, man.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Definitely. And we'll see what happens with his Commanders this week. Tough one Monday night. Can they do it? Absolutely.
I think that game's going to be the closest game of the week right there.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a division game. And remember, Philly blew him out the first time. So Washington remembers that.
I was going to tell you. Oh, remember yesterday where we picked who the Eagles would lose against? Who would be their first loss? You don't got to put me on full screen.
Why?
Oh, jeez.
He likes playing with the buttons.
No, because you know how Johnny said he's like, I think it was Johnny saying, oh, it was us. God damn it! It was Anthony that said, "Fuck it, Colts." They actually have the closest odds to beat them.
Yeah,
they have the closest odds to beat their first loss. Them and the Commanders.
That was sad. I felt bad for Anthony.
He's awesome.
Watch him win, though. I can't think of anybody saying something dumb and call it dumb anymore because every fucking time I did that, Marty fucking win. This butthole here's starting to do the same shit.
Oh, there you go. You said butthole and shit, and then we're gonna get this thing flooded.
Well, he's been saying JGD all night long. I avoid that word, man.
Yensies. GD. Oh.
Yeah. It's not because I care about it. It's just it feels wrong to say it in public places.
Mm-hmm.
That's how old I am that I care about shit like that sometimes. Fucking asshole.
Nothing wrong with that.
So you started it.
Buck fans poop standing up.
And I guess I have to. I guess
Stop it, Scott. Damn you. Want a Blumpkins? Johnny's like, okay. What do you want? Johnny, where'd you go? Well, okay. Alec, any final words before we end this broadcast?
No, that's about it.
All right, guys. Oh, awesome. Well, I guess Johnny left early, so we want to thank Johnny for coming on, and also thank Alec, and also thank Alec for his service, just like all the other veterans and active military members. Thank you, sir, for your service, and happy Veterans Day. And everybody, enjoy the weekend. A lot of good games, both college and NFL. So, and for Bucs fans, let's hope we can get this win. This would be a huge win, and we can get first place solely to ourselves. We're a half game ahead right now, anyway. So, with the Falcons losing last night. So, yeah. So, with that being said, guys, we're going to take off, but I want to thank Mr. Alex Schomburg and Johnny Dean, surprise guest coming on. So we do this each and every Friday night, or depending on when the games are, could be Saturday. When we do the show, then who knows? So we'll have a post-game show probably Sunday night or the next day after that. Just tune in. I'll give you all the details. So let's see. Jason says Alec needs a facial. All righty. And Johnny Dean says, sorry, I had to pull a Casper. I don't get to do that too much lately. No, Johnny, it's all good, man. We appreciate you coming on. Good stuff tonight. So that being said, everybody, for Alex Schomburg, this is Ben Cornett, and I will see you guys next week or in a few days when we do the post-game show. So take care, guys. Have a good weekend.